All right, man. Here we go. You ready? I'm not even in frame yet, man. That's how great we're going to fucking be doing this. See, one cuss word's fine. 12 is good. Oh, what's up, everybody? It's your boys. Roasted. The channel. And, of course, it's Thursday. So we're going to bring you that Wednesday Night Wars. And what a Wednesday night it was, man. What a Wednesday night it was, right?
Good stuff.
It was some good stuff. So, like always, I'll be doing AEW. He's doing NXT. To keep you up to par, he's got them 2-2.
I think so.
And I got them 3-1. Or is it 2-1 and 1-2? Can't remember. How many have there? Has it been a month so far? I think it's been a month, right?
Has it? It has been.
It's been a month, so it's got to be 2-2 for me, and 3-1 for you.
3-1 for me, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
You got 3-1 for AEW.
No, I got 3-1 for NXT.
See, I had NXT too. You had AEW more than NXT. Well, we'll figure it out. Anyway, I had NXT winning, so I think I had 3-1 because AEW won last week for me. You had AEW more than NXT.
I don't remember.
I don't know. I think he's 2-2. I think I'm 3-1. I'm pretty sure it's what it is. Pretty sure you're 2-2. You're split 50-50.
Sure.
Anyway, so here we go. We're going to start off. Why don't you start off with your first?
Well, first I want to say the ratings did for both shows.
That's crazy.
Both of them had, even AEW had,
They had a
like
plummet of...
0.45 to NXT's 0.21 or something like that.
I wonder if that's just because there's too much wrestling right now. Because there's a lot of wrestling.
I'm trying to think, too. Plus the World Series was yesterday.
Basketball started up
and
again.
basketball was yesterday. Wait. Yeah, well, there was basketball either way.
There
but
was the second game.
I'm pretty sure the World Series is good because I think they're moving SmackDown to a different channel because the World Series is on, right?
They're moving to FSI for this
That's
week.
what it is.
Yeah, for
That's
this
what it
week
is.
only. So that makes sense. You got a lot of sporting events going out. You have something else that comes in that's huge. I mean, ratings for something have to go. I mean, it's going to happen, you know.
Yeah, even though... wow. Excuse me.
Professionals.
Even though baseball's boring to watch on TV.
That's why he was yawning.
The World Series.
Even thinking about it, he was yawning. You see that?
Seriously. All right, so the first match I had for NXT was Bianca
Belair.
Bianca Belair versus Rhea. Is it Rhea?
Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley.
We're off to a roaring start.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that was crazy. Ripley won.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the match was pretty good. I was excited to watch this match because I think both girls are like highly talented.
They are really good.
And their styles are like so different.
Yeah.
And they mesh pretty good. I think like with a longer match, they could put on a much better match. But this was good for the time that they had.
It was a good match.
Yeah, both of them are super strong.
Yeah.
They didn't do the whole like, well, Ripley's stronger than Bianca or vice versa. They're both like equally as strong. Had a screwy finish kind of at the end, but it was supposed to be screwy for Bianca to win, but it actually backfired.
And I thought what Io Shirai did was pretty impressive. Like she just came out of nowhere and hit that.
Yeah, from the outside, yeah, that was nice. So yeah, so essentially what happened was match is going, Io Shirai comes in, hits Ripley.
Watch tables.
And then and then Bianca freaking spears her.
Yeah.
Pins her, it's a 2 count, and then like Io Shirai's gonna do something else, and Candice LeRae comes in, hits Io Shirai. Ripley hits her, which look, everyone's got their own finisher. If your finisher's not good, it's not your fault. I get it. But a pump handle slam?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
I like her submission thing way better, which she tried to do.
I think that's her finisher, but I think they're running out of time, so she just hit the pump handle. Because the last time she did that thing and then she picked the person up and slammed him down, I think that's her finisher.
Yeah, she did the pump handle slam. It was like reverse into the pump handle slam, and then like it was 1, 2, 3, and I was just sometimes when I see like underwhelming moves, and they hit it off, and then it's a 3 count. I'm like,
it's always weird.
Well, that was it. That's how it ended. But still a good match.
It was. It was a good match for what it was. It felt a little quick, but it was a pretty good match.
With more time, I think it'll be.
Now here's my issues today with AEW. I felt was a rush show maybe. I don't know. But this show just felt like it was a placement holder till maybe next Wednesday. I don't know. This show felt weird to me. But it starts off with Private Party taking on the Lucha Brothers. And as soon as AEW starts, they're already in the ring. There's no intros, there's no music, there's nothing, and then they're getting introduced by the ring commentator. I didn't like that because I was like, what happened? I don't understand.
AEW's kind of having issues with like starting and ending
Yeah.
shows on time.
It
It's
seems weird to me.
Uh-huh.
And then this match to me was very sloppy. It was a good match. I'm not gonna say it was a bad match. It was fun for what it was, but it just seemed sloppy. The very beginning was they had a couple botches there and here and there. The guy like meant to kick the ropes, missed it. Lucha Brothers are kind of messing up a little bit. Lucha Brothers win via pinfall. The one thing I'm kind of wondering is, and as soon as the Lucha Brothers won, I knew what was going to happen on later in the night. We all knew what was going to happen on, so I didn't
they've been
really like
setting it
that.
up.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
like that much either. And that was my thing: is why didn't you just let SCU interfere in this match, eliminate them, let Private Party go on, and then face SCU later on? I don't understand SCU. So you're telling me the Lucha Brothers attack somebody? I got not touch table either. Lucha Brothers attack somebody, and then they do absolutely nothing to get a retribution until later on in the tournament when you're going to face them.
Yeah.
Because SCU has done nothing for the answers to taking Christopher Daniels out, who's apparently out 6 to 8 weeks with a pinched nerve, and they've done nothing. So far, I didn't like that.
That's twice they've done the whole like, oh, there's a title match next week, but he's going to defend the title this week against someone else. But we're already promoting this match a week away, so it's like, dude,
but this time
who's winning?
This time it was in the tournament, so they're basically setting you up to. It was kind of lame.
Like, why?
I actually will give the point to your match.
Really? Yeah. I'm still going to give the point to AEW. I'm still going to give the point. Like, I get the botches. Dude, it's hard. When you're
that fast.
When you're like two athletic tag teams like that, and you're wrestling every Wednesday, and you're trying to kind of raise the stakes a little bit here and there, because you're kind of competing with NXT, but you want to give the fans what they want. It's just bound to happen.
It is.
Like, you can't be perfect. It's hard to be perfect every single time.
Yeah, I get it. And the way they were moving, but the Rhea Ripley Bianca Belair match, it just seemed like a better match for me.
Yeah, it was okay, but yeah, I just think that whole thing with SCU doing an interview and then the Lucha Bros coming out beating them up randomly. You could have done that after both teams won their match.
See, this is the thing. You shouldn't even done that. If you have Lucha Brothers attack SCU shouldn't have won that match. Scorpio Sky had one shoe on. He was in jeans. Kazarian was destroyed from Pentagon. And then they still beat the Best Friends, they're not like a crappy tag team.
Yeah.
So the Best Friends should have advanced to face the Dark Order. And then the Lucha Brothers, when they faced Private Party, then SCU should have got their payback here to let Private Party go on. But we didn't get it, so go ahead with your second match.
All right, my second match was the Fashion Police and Isaiah Swerve Scott.
Swerve
versus the Forgotten Sons. And this, so sorry if anyone's a big fan of his, and it's not that I don't like him, but I'm just kind of over Fandango. I just am good. I just so I really like Tyler Breeze.
He still gets pops though, man.
I know, and that's fine. Like, I get it, and it's all good. And I feel like it's different now. It's just like, I know he's trying to reinvent his character now. It's not that bullcrap dancing crap.
Yeah.
That just was going to get him nowhere. He knew it.
Yeah.
And that's great. It's just like something about him that I just don't care to watch.
He does have a victory over Chris Jericho at a WrestleMania.
He sure does, as a crappy character too. But Tyler Breeze I like a lot. Swerve is pretty good.
Yeah, he's very athletic.
Forgotten Sons are all right.
Yeah. I like that Jackson.
Jackson,
like
he's good. But the only reason why I wanted to watch him is because of Tyler Breeze. But the match was it was all right. Breezango, they ended up taking it.
Swerve got the pin, didn't he?
Yeah, I think
Isaiah
so.
Swerve, yeah. Isaiah Swerve gets the
pin. He's pretty good, but it's just I don't know, man. Like, sometimes when I see a wrestler, it just kind of throws me off. And for some reason, Fandango does that.
Yeah. And now my second match is a match we already know the victor of because the Lucha Brothers won. As soon as the Lucha Bros won, I knew SCU was winning.
Mm-hmm.
It is SCU versus the Dark Order, who had a bye to the second round. So they didn't even have to wrestle in the first round. They automatically get a bye.
Mm-hmm.
They go on to face SCU. Good match. Really good match. Kazarian and Scorpio Sky are extremely talented, extremely hard-hitting. I really love SCU. SCU is dope.
That's a huge fan of SCU.
I love SCU. They're dope as shit. All three of them are just amazing to me. But Kazarian and Scorpion Sky, they put on a great show. That Stu Grayson guy, he's really good. He teams the Evil Uno. Amazing. They're both just really, really good.
You're talking about
Evil Uno's the bigger guy with the mask.
Yeah, I think their tag team is fine.
It is. They're dope. And
I think their gimmicks are dope too.
it is. It's a gimmick you've never seen because he has little minions that make chairs for him.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's just like it's cool.
Like people freak out because it's like a sex thing, but it doesn't even seem like that to me. It doesn't.
Yeah, people are dope. That other guy's amazing though.
There is one thing that bothered the crap out of me during this match. The Inner Circle goes through the audience holding a ticket, and it drew all the attention away from the match.
I don't know why they do. They shouldn't have done that.
And they shouldn't have done that, especially during the part where Kazarian just started going off. Because Kazarian was going off, he's doing flips, he's doing all this, and you can tell, you can see the whole front row in there, and nobody's paying attention to what's going on in the ring because they're watching the Inner Circle. Didn't like that. Like I said, SCU wins via pinfall. And they're going to go fight the Lucha Brothers next week, but we saw that coming.
Yeah.
They set it up to make it SCU.
Like 2 weeks, bro. Like, dang, you could have waited. You totally could have done that later.
Yeah. I'll give the point to my match because, like I said, Kazarian and Scorpio Sky and those two. It was an amazing match.
Yeah, that match is way better than this one. So
to me, that match was way better than the first one with the Lucha Brothers and Private Party.
Yeah, it is. I think you could have SCU could have won. You could have done an interview, then Lucha Bros could have came out and beat him up. You could have the same impact after showing the fact that they didn't have to give us the finals 2 weeks before.
No, and then you don't have to have Inner Circle interrupt that match. I didn't like that part either.
Yeah, it took away. I mean, look.
Like I said, everybody's going.
Well, yeah, they're so over. Inner Circle's so over. Like, of course, all the attention as soon as you see him is like, oh, crap, what's going on over there? And you don't even look back. So, yeah, that was. I know what they're doing, but it kind of fell. It fell flat.
Your third match?
My third match was Angel Garza versus Jack Gallagher. Why is it
Gallagher? Gallagher.
Oh, weird. Okay.
He's a gar.
Yeah, this match is like, alright. I feel like
that match was slow as crap.
Yeah, I don't know about this Angel Garza guy.
I don't either. I don't like him.
I don't know if just the way they're presenting, because I bet you he's really good, but the way they're presenting him's not good at the moment. And look,
it didn't look really
Jack
good.
Gallagher, he is highly talented. Like, why is he in this position right now? He's so good.
Yeah, he seems like he's jobbing out right now.
Yeah, just that made me sad to watch because I really like him. But yeah, Garza got the win. It kind of, I kind of thought that was going to happen, but.
Yeah, that match was kind of goofy. My next match is going to be, I think, co-runner-up for match of the night. Joey the Bad Boy Janela
this match was
takes on Kenny Omega. And there was not a down part, not a slow part, nothing in this match that made you go, oh, this could be a better match. This was a pretty solid match. Both people carried on. They both did their big moves. Joey Janela.
He is really good.
He is extremely good, extremely athletic, and he looks like he's a fat rock star.
Yeah.
He looks like he's in horrible shape. He smokes all the damn time.
He doesn't look like he should be doing the stuff that he does.
He doesn't. But he comes out and he puts on any. I can't think of a bad match we've seen Joey Janela.
Yeah, no, he hasn't won any, but his matches are always really good.
He has not won a single match, but his matches are always super good.
He took the most vicious V-trigger.
Oh, dude. He took not only the most vicious V-trigger, but when he did that flip to the outside, he hit damn hard. He hit harder than Darby Allin.
Yeah, man, he'll risk his body, that's for sure. He sells really well,
he does. Too, Kenny Omega, of course, picks up the victory, V-trigger.
He finally got another win.
He gets another win under his belt. Then we have a promo with Chris Jericho, but I think you have a match, or you have 3 matches, don't you?
Yeah, William Regal came out. Obviously saying whoever wins this next women's tag team match is the #1 contender for Asuka and Sane's tag team championship.
Yeah.
And this was Dakota Kai and what's her freaking name? Tegan Knox versus Jasmine Duke and Marina Shafir?
Shafir, yeah.
Okay, so these are the part of the 4 horse women with Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler.
Shayna Baszler, baby!
So this is my first time seeing them in a match.
Yeah. It was something.
Okay, so I didn't think that they were bad. And I think the way that they wrestle, because they're the heels, obviously. So they do that well, they're annoying, right? I don't know which one's the one with who's super white.
The tall blonde girl?
No, it's real skinny.
That's the Brick one, or whatever her name is.
Yeah, she scares me because she'll like scream bloody murder the whole match, but like look right into the camera every time.
Yeah, I don't like her.
It's super weird. Right? Okay, it was weird, right?
Yeah.
She kept doing it, but she was doing it for like every move she was doing. Every time she did a move, she would like stretch out her super long arms and just like scream into the camera, which was like weird. But Dakota Kai and Tegan Knox won, which I'm not surprised, but it was like, if you're trying to set up this 4 horsewomen versus 4 horsewomen, eventually these two girls got to do something.
They have to win something.
They have to win something. I'm not saying they should win the tag team titles
No,
because they're still really green.
Yeah, they are.
They're still really green, but I see the potential. They weren't bad.
They didn't look bad, but Dakota Kai and Tegan Knox don't look good either.
Yeah, Dakota Kai didn't do much. Tegan Knox looks like she might be good.
This match to me just
it wasn't very.
It was not.
It wasn't bad, but
it was not good at all. I did not like.
Yeah, those girls are they're different.
They're scary.
Now, one girl's so long. She needs to wear tights.
She's
and not the
not booty shorts.
Not the booty shorts. She should wear tights.
Do you have another match? Because I have promos.
I do have another match. Oh no, I have the main event.
Okay, that's it. You must say you had a match.
No, that was.
All right, well, I have a promo, or I mean, if you want to call it a promo. Jericho, Cody Rhodes comes out. He has a big announcement. He wants to say something. Jericho starts blowing air horns, which is hilarious. That part was cracking me up because the air horn stopped working halfway through.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Jericho gets a mic. He keeps interrupting Cody. Cody's like, look, we're not going to do this. I want to get this announcement through. Mind your business. And then Jericho keeps going. So Cody turns towards him, and he kind of takes a shot at WWE. And he goes, this is not an invisible wall like it was in the other company we came from. I can come through there and come up there. And Jericho's like, you're not going to come up here. And Cody turns around, and then Jericho called him a baby back millennial bitch, basically. It might be a little different, but called him a millennial bitch. Cody takes his jacket off. He goes through the ropes. Chris Jericho's like, you're not stupid enough to come up here. It's 4-on-1. Dustin Rhodes comes out. Big pop. Jericho's like, doesn't matter. Still 2-on-4. You're not going to come up here.
Mm-hmm.
The man, the future myth, and the future legend, MJF, comes out to a huge pop.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Which he's still portraying an asshole, which is the funniest thing ever.
It's hard not to like him.
And he comes out, he's amazing. The huge pop. And then finally, Adrian's all-time favorite wrestler.
He got the
at
biggest
120 years old. It's me. It's DDP.
Dude, people went bananas over it.
You gotta admit, he looks amazing.
No, he does. I mean,
he looks good.
DDP yoga.
They go up there. Chris Jericho locks himself in a room. Cody borrows a scarf from MJF, punches through the window, which I thought was super dope. Opens it, they start brawling.
That was scary. I think some of that glass got into.
Yeah, it looked like some of that glass got into Jericho's face.
Like
it looked bad because his eyes were red at the end.
But it was cool.
They start brawling. All 4 of them go out. Jake Hagar wasn't there because he's preparing for his MMA fight. So the 4 of them go out. It spills out. Huge fight. Hilarious stuff ensues. And they break it up. And MJF drops probably the funniest thing I've heard in quite a while. And calls Chris Jericho Midlife Crisis Chris.
Yeah, that was funny. Dude, he's gold. Everything he says is freaking gold.
Yeah, it is.
He's just so good.
So then your main, I mean that promo, that thing was pretty good to me. So you have
that was better than the.
I still have 2 matches before my promo.
Oh dang! But
so for the first time ever, I have more matches than he does.
Yeah, that was better. That whole thing was better than the women's tag team match, though.
Oh yeah, so I would have to give it to that because it was pretty good. Just MJF being funny.
Now this was like the now again.
Let me do my 2 and then we're just.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. So then we go into the Best Friends versus the Young Bucks with the Best Friends' best friend, freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. I don't know what I don't know why. I love this kid.
He's awesome.
The Young Bucks go do their pose. He stands behind him like he doesn't care. Nick pushes him and then he lays into a fury of kicks, which is literally just him barely picking his feet up and kicking him. He gets super kicked. Pretty good match. Young Bucks pick up the victory. Freshly squeezed, climbs up to the top rope, jumps off the top rope with his hands still in his pocket, and hits both of them.
Dude, that's not easy to do, man.
That's a big spot. Young Bucks win. This was a pretty good match. Yeah, I enjoyed this match. I don't like the Best Friends as much, but I mean they've been putting on some.
I think that they're good.
And then I had a match that we could have totally skipped over. I could have fell asleep and not watched it. Jamie Hayter versus Britt Baker.
Oh, yeah, the women's match.
And we all know how I feel about Britt Baker. I
Yeah,
don't
you're
like
not a
her.
fan.
You know, as Britsburg, because she's from Pittsburgh. I don't. It could have been.
Yeah, she got a huge pop.
She got giant.
from
She
there.
probably got the biggest pop there.
Yeah.
Brings out the Steelers mascot. She picks up the victory with her lockjaw finisher, which is the stupidest finisher I
That
think
was
ever.
so bizarre.
Because she like spreads them. She spreads her arms out and then sticks her hand in the mouth.
And
Like, why
pulls
wouldn't you
it
just
out.
bite her fucking fingers
I
off?
don't know.
Bite her fucking fingers off.
I didn't even know you could do that.
It's dumb.
It
It's legit the stupidest finisher.
was so
I've seen.
weird. It was so weird.
Like, we've seen some crappy finishers in our
I was like,
lives.
wow, it's like a submission into a mandible claw.
Yeah, it's stupid. Like the mandible claw looks legit because you're gagging
Shut-
somebody. Yeah, you're sticking their hand down their throat. She literally just grabs the top of their tooth and pulls it.
He's a gag.
Gagging. Now we get to the main event of the evening. You can go ahead and start.
Oh yeah, this was the one we were talking about last week. And
Sorry,
man, Roderick Strong defends his North American title against Dominic
Dijakovic.
Dijakovic and the great Keith Lee and the
Bask
dude.
in his glory.
This match was everything we said it was gonna be.
It was hot.
And the best part about Keith Lee's amazing.
So good.
I just he should not be flipping out of the ring.
He
and
did.
almost
He
landing on
flipped
his
over
feet.
the top rope and almost landed it off of Dijakovic.
Dominique shouldn't be
I like
weird corkscrew flipping out of the ring.
Yeah, he did that.
He's huge. Dude, Keith Lee's 300 and some pounds.
The dude's 6'7", 270.
275. Right? Roger Strong,
Roderick Strong's 2'3" compared to these
yeah,
guys.
seriously. I mean, there's so many spots.
It was so good.
I mean, these two guys. It was so cool the way he did. They were gonna go after Roderick Strong. Roderick Strong, because I was like, oh, he's probably gonna run around the ring.
He fought. He
But
looked really good.
he fought, which was great.
Yeah, I like that. He
And
goes
then
really
once
strong.
they got out of the ring, they beat him up, looked at each other like, let's go take care of business now. But in the ring, so they get in the ring, then they go out. I was like, dude, this is so good.
It was a crazy finish.
And then I thought, okay, so I'm assuming, I really thought Undisputed Era was going to come out and
Totally.
mess it up.
Yep.
And they did it. Roger Strong gets a clean win.
Yeah. So
Like
what
a
happens is Keith Lee was trying to get Dijakovic off the top. Like he was trying to powerbomb off the top the whole match. He hits it. He sits up and smiles, and Roderick Strong out of nowhere with a killer knee knocks him unconscious, pins Keith Lee.
Yeah, shout out to the cameraman because the way he had the camera, you did see Roger come in at all to the end, and it looked like he kicked him right
It looked hard.
in the mouth, and then he pinned him, and he won clean. I was like, oh snap!
Now, were you
that's
surprised
huge.
that Keith Lee took the pinfall?
I was.
So was
that
it?
was the because I thought he was going to kick
Dijakovic
Keith
was
Lee and then go pin.
Dijakovic.
Yeah, and he did. He pinned Keith Lee, which I mean, it's all right, but man.
Match.
Well,
That's match of the night.
Yeah, I think it's between that and Kenny. It's close.
It's close, but that definitely.
But that match was everything I thought it was going to be.
You want to go ahead and hit what happens after?
Yeah,
the
man.
match?
And then so they start beating everyone up. Tommaso Ciampa comes out, right? Or Undisputed Era comes out to celebrate, and then they start beating up
They beat up Keith Lee.
and then Tommaso Ciampa comes out. So he gets in the ring, he's standing there, and they're like, same thing with the whole Jericho thing. Hey, it's 4 against 1. Johnny Wrestling comes out. Everyone's all excited. It was a huge pop.
Half of his hair is still dry.
Yeah, so weird. Right? And then they're like, okay, well, it's 2 against 3. Then Finn Balor comes out.
Baller Club.
Right? So they had been saying, Finn Balor's going to make a big appearance or whatever. So people were expecting to come out all night. People were chanting for him even before.
Yeah, before he even got there. Yeah.
So he comes out, right? He looks at Johnny Gargano. Johnny goes like, hell yeah. He looks at Ciampa. Ciampa looks like, yep, let's go. So they walk towards Undisputed Era, right? And freaking, dude, I fucking, excuse my language. I love Finn Balor.
It's amazing.
Love him. We've all been, we here, Cinema Heads or Roasted, along with JP, we love Finn Balor.
Yeah.
He walks forward, acts like he's going to pull his jacket off, and just bicycle kicks Johnny Gargano right in the face. And it was the most smooth-looking heel turn I've ever seen. And just, bro, it was just one of those moments where, it happens, and you just like can't catch your breath. Like everyone in the team is like, like they just can't believe it. And then as soon as he kicks Gargano in the face, Undisputed, like literally looks like they're beating the holy hell out of
Yeah, they beat the crap out of Ciampa.
They just started beating him down. Everyone's going crazy, like can't believe Finn Balor did it. He goes to turnbuckle, he's just looking at him. Adam Cole, like, it was weird because I thought, is Finn Balor joining Undisputed?
That's what I thought too.
Because that would have been insane.
They're sitting there throwing up the Undisputed Era, and everybody's yelling at Finn Balor to do it.
Yeah, because it was like before that, so he's standing at the turnbuckle, he's just watching, and then Adam Cole stops, and he just like walks towards Finn, stops, and they're just staring at each other. No one does anything.
Yeah.
They're just looking at each other, and then Adam Cole hits Tommaso Ciampa with the knee. I forgot what it's called.
The last shot or something.
Yeah, I think it is the last shot. Hits him with it. He's out. Then Finn Balor, does he throw Gargano?
Finn Balor, he does his drop kick.
That's what it was.
Johnny Gargano goes flying into the barricade, and then Finn Balor picks him up for the 1916. And I thought he broke his leg.
Yeah, that looked gnarly.
It looked dirty. Like if you only want to watch a couple things, watch the Kenny Omega Janela match, watch the main event for NXT, and then watch just that whole sequence.
Seriously, it was one of those moments that you like won't forget.
No,
like the crowd reaction. It was just, like I did not see that coming.
I didn't either.
But then again, Finn Balor was saying before, my past is going to become my future.
Yeah.
And I think people thought, oh, he used to be in NXT, and so that was like what they were. Now he's going to come back. But no, his past is he was a heel in New Japan and created the Bullet Club. So I think that's what that whole thing meant. But yeah, man, I'm happy he's getting the heel turn.
Yeah.
Because he's been a face for so long. I think when you think of NXT and you look at the one guy who's the face that you can say, okay, that guy was the man there, and that's the guy I'll always remember there, it's him. Johnny Gargano's close.
I was about to say, I think it might be Johnny Gargano.
But Finn Balor, he's the longest reigning NXT champion of all time.
That's true.
So for him to come back and heel turn, it was just perfect timing.
It was really good. It was extremely well done. Like you said, one of the smoothest heel turns in the history of ever.
Nice.
Like it was smoother than the Seth Rollins turn. It was so pretty. Like, the whole sequence, and the fact that they're sitting there holding up the Undisputed, and he doesn't do it. That just leaves you hanging.
I know,
and
like,
makes you want more. Because if they put Finn Balor in Undisputed, tears are just gonna roll down my face.
That's gonna be crazy.
But if Finn Balor's like, you know what, forget you, I'm gonna start the Balor Club.
Yeah.
And then you have Undisputed versus the Balor Club, and whoever he puts in it, even better. Like there's nothing. And since it's NXT, I'm not afraid that they're gonna go and screw this up. They're gonna make it really good.
Yeah, they always do.
So I shouldn't even go into my last match because nobody cares. But unfortunately, I have to do my job.
Don't be a hater.
So we had Pac versus John Moxley.
Why you gotta do that?
Because John Moxley's in the match. And nobody cares about John Moxley. He's trash. And this even proves my point even more that he's trash.
Oh, wow.
John Moxley comes out, gets hit in the back of the head with a chair by Pac, gets in the ring, and Pac destroys him on the outside, gets in the ring, and because it's John Moxley, he's so hardcore, he starts fighting Pac back. At what point in your life are you going to get hit in the back of the head with a chair, get dominated in the whole outside, and be able to perfectly fight? So the match goes on for quite some time. It goes on for the 20-minute time limit.
Yeah.
Because it turns into a draw, a time limit. Yeah, no contest, a draw, because the time limit ran out. Now, there was an amazing part that I want to touch. Pac's good. I don't like him that much as you and JP, but Pac's really good. But he got on the ring apron and hit a 450.
Yeah.
Off the ring apron onto John Moxley. And it was beautiful. Like he's
so nice.
He does a lot of, I just don't like him. He does a lot of good things. But it ends in a draw. This match wasn't bad for what it was, even with John Moxley in it. But I think Pac had to carry a lot of it because John Moxley is in it. So,
you're a hater.
But it was a good match for what it was. And I understand why they probably did the time limit thing because they don't want either one of them to take a loss because you got John Moxley going up against Kenny Omega.
Yep.
You got Pac, who only has one loss so far, and it was in a tag match anyway, so it doesn't count towards a single record.
Yep.
So technically Pac is still defeated in singles, and now they have a draw on their record. So I get why you do it to make both of them look strong. I get why John Moxley has to look strong because he's going to go into a death match with Kenny Omega. I get it.
Yep.
Like, I don't say I don't get it, but that whole thing at NXT, it just took the cake. It took the cake. and to make it finally 3-2 for me, because I still think I know I picked I picked NXT more than AEW, so now it's 4-1. I'm gonna go with NXT again for the whole entire show.
Yeah, I think. Oh man, it's close. But I guess if I had to pick, I'm gonna go NXT because of what happened. But Kenny Omega versus Joey Janela,
That was a great match.
like, and the only thing that like kind of just bugs me is like we were talking about earlier with CSU and Lucha Bros. Like, bro, you already told us who was gonna win 2 weeks before it even happened.
As soon as the Lucha Bros attacked SCU, and so let me rephrase that. As soon as Lucha Brothers attacked SCU and SCU still won, I knew damn well it was going to be them in the finals.
Yeah, like it just, I don't know, it was just weird. Like, and there wasn't even. Did we ever find like the reason why they just randomly attacked them? Like
nothing. They haven't said
so
anything
pretty
yet.
much like if you didn't explain to us the reason, you're just showing us exactly who's going to be in the finals.
I honestly think Christopher Daniels had something with his neck, and he had to be taken out, so they took him out because he's out 6 to 8 weeks. So
Yeah,
apparently
I mean-
he's injured. He's on the injured
Yeah,
list.
but did you need the Lucha Bros to do that?
No, anybody could have done that.
Anybody could have done it.
Anybody could have done
But it just, yeah, man, the heel turn with Finn Balor kind of like takes the cake for me. And that match was just
it.
amazing.
That match was so good.
And yeah, man, like, dude, that I mean, it was such a huge surprise. Like, I wasn't surprised it was a no contest between Moxley and Pac.
Yeah, you kind of have to do
I wasn't surprised that it was Lucha Bros versus CSU.
Yeah.
I wasn't surprised Kenny Omega beat Joey Janela, even though that might have been match of the night
That was close.
or tied, but it was just, I don't know, man. And I feel bad for NXT because they're still losing in the ratings, but their show it's just as good.
It's still because AEW's fresh. It's still,
makes sense.
AEW's fresh, and it still has the fan base that it has. With the web show building up to it, the dark matches. I mean, they're doing a lot of things right to keep their ratings high. I mean, it's going to be tough for NXT to ever take the ratings,
Yeah, I don't think
especially
they
since
ever
they're in a small arena. They're not moving anywhere. They're not going to Texas or Colorado, or they're staying in the Full Sail Arena so far. It's going to be hard for them to get more ratings in AEW. So, and again, I don't think it. I mean, everybody, it's a competition. Yeah, it's going to be a competition because it's two wrestling shows competing. But at the same time, to me, it's just good. It's just good for us because we get to consume as much wrestling as we want. We got Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, Impacts on Tuesday. I mean, you got so much. You got the Indie still. You got New Japan. I mean, there's so much wrestling still out there that it's just good. It's good for everybody. It's also good for these people who are extremely talented and work their asses off. And now there's different platforms for you to go to. Because back in the day, it was WWE or nothing. There's WWE or bust. And then New Japan started making a dent, and they started taking some people, and they got the Finn Balor's, the Shinsuke Nakamura's, and they started making a noise. Now AEW's here, and Impact's still alive. Like there's so much more places for this talent to go, and you can't say that AEW has the best roster, NXT has the best roster, because there's just so much. Even Impact, they got that Brian Cage, they got Moose, they got Tessa Blanchard. Like they got so much. They got Johnny Impact. They got Rich Swann. I mean, there's so much on that side. Just because we don't watch it doesn't mean it's not good.
Yeah, for sure.
The World Series came out. I mean, everything's gonna start hitting.
Well, it's gonna be kind of crazy, but
to me, NXT right now is just a better show. I feel like it's. I mean, AEW is getting there, but NXT to me feels better produced, better stories right now, more continuity, which everybody always says we need more continuity, way more continuity. It just feels like the better show.
yeah, it's close. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's both of them are so good, and they both do a good job of like ending the show and then making us want to see what happens.
They
next.
do. They make you want to tune in.
But because NXT doesn't necessarily, the one thing I know about NXT, the one thing that they're doing because they don't get monthly pay-per-views is they're giving us like pay-per-view matches every Wednesday.
Yeah, every Wednesday.
So that's dope.
Yeah,
And AEW kind of does. I mean, everyone on the roster is amazing.
But the only problem is the last 2 weeks, like you said, we know what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's the
You knew
only thing that's
Darby
hurting
Allin
us.
wasn't going to beat Jericho.
Yeah.
You know SCU was going to face the Lucha Bros.
That's the only thing that's hurt
Yeah.
AEW to me.
That's but I'm sure they're going to get better at it. Like I said, you're trying to get the fans what they want. Everybody wants to see SCU versus Lucha Bros, especially Kazarian and Sky, because they're just good lord. They're both just there's nothing they do wrong.
Yeah, man. And Lucha Bros are one of the greatest tag teams in the world.
They are, if not the greatest. And of course, if you like this video, please share, subscribe, drop in the comments who you think won, who had the better show. And like always, peace, love, and tree hugs. Anything else to say? I'm going to step on camera because I have to get the camera.
Oh,
I'm back. I'm old. I'm old.
Wow.
Keep people busy.
You are old. You got it?
Oh, no. Oh.
Later, everyone.
Oh, all right. Yeah, that's good. Subscribe. Oh, don't look at that messy house either.